So 2024 is here, which means there are tons of new opportunities for businesses and agencies to succeed within marketing. And in today's video, I want to go over how you can succeed, whether you're an agency owner or a small business owner, in email marketing in 7 proven ways that you can improve your email marketing campaigns as soon as tomorrow. Before we get into it, please drop a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And 2024 is going to be an awesome year for this channel, providing a lot more marketing strategies, not only on the email side, but on the social, SEO, paid advertising, and so on. So if I were to word the title of this video in another way, I would say here are 7 boxes that you can check in your next email marketing campaign to automatically improve that campaign's performance. There's a lot of different ways you can optimize your email marketing campaigns, but in my experience from the businesses that I run, both with the clients that I work with and my own personal businesses email marketing, I've really been able to see what works, what doesn't work, and I'm going to share with you the best strategies that work for me and the success that I've had within email. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Jumping right into number 1 is segmenting by location and interest. Now, one of the biggest mistakes you can make when you're beginning your email marketing campaigns is not segmenting your list from the moment that you create it. There's a lot of small businesses out there that don't segment their audience by location and interest, and down the line that can really hurt your email's performance. If the business that you're running email marketing for is nationwide or multiple interests wide, for example, Nike has different categories like basketball, football, soccer, different things like that. If you can segment your audience by location and interest from the get-go, you're going to save yourself a whole lot of pain down the line. And I say that because I've learned the hard way from not segmenting in the beginning, and then later down the line, I've had a lot more headaches involving how I can actually market to these people in specific locations or by specific interests. Segmenting is super important because if you're a business or you're working for a business that has multiple locations, for example, if you have a location in Atlanta and you have a location in Denver, you can offer seasonal promotions based off of those locations, and you can email directly to the people that, let's say, live in Denver or say live in Atlanta. The seasons are very different in those two cities. Denver has harsh winters, so you could offer a winter promotion, and Atlanta has hot summers, so you could offer a promotion for that summer. But you get the point here. Segmenting towards a specific audience will improve your email campaign performance, rather than sending a massive email out there to everybody that doesn't necessarily apply to the people in those cities. Same can be applied for interests. If you have a sportswear company, like I mentioned, Nike, you want to segment a basketball offer towards the people that are interested in basketball. You're not going to want to send football promotional items to the people that aren't interested in football. So it's pretty simple, but number 1 is make sure to segment by location and interest so that your email campaigns down the line are that much more effective. Number 2, and this one's a very quick one, but a mistake that I see a lot of businesses make is that they use too much in their subject line to try and attract attention, and actually it does the complete opposite. For example, emojis. Don't use too many emojis in the subject line, and actually softwares that help you build email campaigns will even tell you this as a recommendation, not to use more than 1 emoji. 1 emoji is great. I would stick to that. It's worked very, very well for me, better than not having an emoji. But if you try to put an emoji at the beginning of a subject line and then wording and then at the end of the subject line, it's really just going to come across as spammy. And if someone was interested in whatever you're having to tell them through email, they're not going to click on it. Or if they were interested, now they're not, because it kind of comes across as, this is something that I don't want to click on because there's just too much going on here, and the history of internet has shown that people that try to do too much with graphics often come across as spammy. So a quick one to get out of the way is not to use too many emojis. Use 1 at the end of your subject line or at the beginning to attract customers, and then let it be. Number 3 is don't use a background color for your emails. This is a common mistake when I go into businesses that are new to email marketing or have never run it. They think that the more graphics, the more design, the better, because they emphasize that with a better looking email, and that is not always the case. Now, if you have a very, avid following, they're going to open whatever kind of emails that you send, then a background, color that minimizes the load time is not going to hurt as much as a company that's sending cold emails with a background color. When I say that, I don't mean the actual email template itself. There's a background color you can put behind the email, or a background graphic you can put behind the email. And oftentimes this maximizes load time, which if they were interested in your email, they open it up and they're not getting it to load immediately, chances are they're going to click off of it, especially if they weren't interested in that email in the first place. If you're going to use a color in your email, make sure that it's within the grains of the actual email template, and I'll provide a graphic on the screen right now to show you what I'm talking about, and not behind the email, because that ultimately increases the load time for the email to ramp up, And the whole point of email marketing, especially with cold email, is to minimize and make that experience as best as possible for new prospects or new audience members that are coming across your email list. Number 4 is the CTA. So you're going to make sure that the CTA is both at the beginning and the end of your email. Oftentimes, companies run promotion emails and they have a shop now or a take advantage of this deal button for 10, 20% off, maybe a free item, and they place the button at the beginning of the email. But if there's more content within the email as the potential customer scrolls down, sometimes they just end up clicking out of the email instead of scrolling to the top and taking advantage of the deal through that button. In order to minimize this is to put a button at the beginning of the email saying, hey, we're running a promotion right now, click this, hit shop now, and take advantage of the 10% off, whatever it may be. And then if you have more content down the line, if not, one button is perfect, but if you have more content, I guess listing more business information or more promotions that you're going to run down the line, maybe some business plans, whatever your email content may say, if they have to scroll down, make sure that the button is both at the beginning and the end so that they're reminded by the time their email journey is done that the offer is still there. This is going to minimize the chance that somebody clicks on the email but clicks off without taking advantage of the offer. Don't go crazy with buttons. Obviously, you don't want to come across as spammy, but putting one at the beginning and one at the end should be perfectly fine, and it's something that I see a lot of businesses not take advantage of. Number 5 is make sure to personalize your emails. I personally am going to click on an email that has my name more so than an email that doesn't. For example, I would click on something that says, hey, Will, take advantage of this basketball deal, opposed to, hey, take advantage of this basketball deal. You get what I'm saying here, and you make sure to grab their name whenever they sign up with their email. You can capture emails through pop-up forms from MailChimp, Kajabi, whatever it may be, but whenever you create the email sign-up pop-up form or landing page, make sure to have their first name at least with their email when they sign up so you can personalize it that much further. This is going to more than likely increase the open rate and click-through rate of your emails, which obviously is a good thing, leading to more sales and more customers down the line. The more that somebody can feel like you personally delivered that message, the better. So personalization is absolutely key, especially in 2024. Number 6 is automation. And this is a problem that I see with a bunch of smaller businesses that are more so in the trade space. So for example, a lawn care company that doesn't know a lot about the digital marketing space will likely write down their customer's email, their name, and then manually put it in there instead of creating a pop-up form on their website or a landing page that they can tell clients to go to sign up for your emails. This is a common mistake that I see with these smaller businesses, and it's best to avoid this if possible. Obviously, you want to automate as much as possible, especially the email sign-up form, because it's just going to save you a ton of time down the line. And if you're writing down every single email address or typing down every single email address, putting it into an Excel and uploading it into your email service provider, that's going to take hours on hours, and it's best to just set up an automation system so you never have to worry about that again. Many ESPs provide this as a service. It's not hard to find. Watch a couple YouTube videos on it, and it's very, very easy to figure out. So make sure that you're automating the sign-up process, but also the actual email sending process. And that's kind of obvious. You don't want to send emails one by one. If you're a very, very small business, maybe you will, but I think automating emails to a list of hundreds or thousands is obviously something that you're going to want to automate. But it's a common problem, and I had to put in this list to make sure that you are not manually sending emails anymore in 2024. The last one I have for you is make sure you optimize for mobile. I don't know about you, but I would say 85 to 90% of the emails that I read in general are from my phone, whether I'm out and about or even if I'm in my office. If I get an email on my phone, chances are I'll probably check it on my phone before my laptop. More times than not, the business owner that's just getting into emails kind of associates email marketing with computers or laptops, and that's completely understandable. Email was initially made for the original computer, but in the mobile, digital age that we live in right now, mobile optimization is most important. You'll see over the past couple of years, most websites have gone to mobile first optimization from a desktop optimization because more people are on their phones more than ever. So if you optimize your email for mobile rather than desktop, you're likely going to get a better click-through rate because open rates don't really matter here. This is more so once somebody's clicked into your email, they can then navigate it as easy as possible on their phone. Whereas if it's created for desktop or for laptop first, it's not going to be as easy to navigate, which can then drive a potential customer away that would have been able to buy your product if it was just easily accessible on their phone. That about wraps up this video, but if you're curious on how you can begin email marketing step by step, I've got a video here that you can check out. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please click the like and subscribe button. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.